Yo guys, what's up? It's Kalen here and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see today, I'm in Ultimate Team and I'm going to be doing a Diogo Jota or Diego Jota, however you want to say it. I'm going to be reviewing this card, this Festival of Football Path to Glory SPC, which costs about 300k. As you will see from the card stats, it is really cool face stats, and the promo as a whole really is pretty dope, with the progressive wins for each country in the Euros. I feel as if Portugal can get far if they do manage to get out of their group, which is the group of death with Germany and France. But if they can get out of their group, I feel as though they have a big chance of winning the Euros. So without further ado, I'm going to put Jota into my team and we're going to get straight into the video. So as you guys can see from the team, it is Wan-Bissaka at right back with Mbabu and Lacroix at centre back. I do have Son at left mid. This Jota goes straight into the team at right mid. Bellingham at centre mid, Curtis Jones at cam with Kenny Dalglish, and Team of the Year, Cristiano Ronaldo up top. So we are just going to take a quick look at Diogo Jota's stats. He's got high work rates, he's 5'10", primarily right-footed, and he's got a 5-star weak foot with that 4-star skills. So as far as the base stats go, 92 pace, 89 shooting, 87 passing, 92 dribbling, 65 defending, which is actually pretty decent as well, and he's got 86 physical, so he's really strong in game, and you guys will see that throughout the review. So as far as his pace is concerned, I did decide to put a hawk on him to up that sprint speed and to up that strength, which is pretty noticeable in game. He's got brilliant finishing stats. He's got 89 finishing, which does seem a little low, but you will see from the highlights it's not that noticeable. Shot power is insane. The long shots goes up by 10. His passing is decent enough, 91 vision, 84 crossing, 88 short pass, 83 long pass, 93 curve. So 93 curve is really helpful. His dribbling stats are absolutely mental. This does not need to be touched, but I did change it to an engine later on just to see if it does make a difference, and it kind of does. And his defending stats are decent enough, 65, so you can play him in the midfield if you want to. And he does have 88 stamina, so he can last the whole game, and the 95 aggression you will see plays a key factor. But as far as the first goal goes, this is quite a brilliant first goal. He gets the ball, touch it on the defender, and on that 5-star weak foot, he's able to smash it in past the goalkeeper. Here is not a goal from Diogo Jota, but it is brilliant skill and a great shot, forcing Edison into making a fine save. I think that's Edison, I'm not too sure. This goal here, well, similar to the last one, it is not a goal, but you see that aggression from him, the 95 aggression to win it back from Gomez. Scoops on inside, cut past him again, and I tried to get the ball back into the left foot to smash it across goal, and I just couldn't quite get the angle right. This is in fact one of the goals in the review. Diaz wins it back. Wan-Bissaka had been red carded from my rage in the previous game, along with Team of the Year Ronaldo, so that's why Coutinho's on the pitch. But you will see he assists Diogo Jota here, so I can't really complain. Comes to him, Coutinho turns it to the gap, Jota, one touch, sets him up, and finesses it into the back of the net. This goal, yet again we press high up the pitch with Roberto Carlos, who wins it back, gets it into Jota. Jota doesn't actually score here, but that aggression you see comes into play yet again, and he's able to force the ball back into the path of the goalkeeper, which ricochets for Suarez, and we end up scoring a goal from it. This goal in fact wasn't offside. He was able to take a touch on that left foot and curl it top bins into the back of the net. A great finish from outside the box from Jota. That's one of the 2 goals you will see from there. This is a great example of his dribbling. It is really good, provided you take your finger off R2 or RT, whatever you are, whatever console you are playing on. He can be really good at dribbling, as he can weave in between defenders and he's really good at those little touches where he just steps past the defender as they are rushing forward to tackle him. Another goal here from Jota, gets the ball from the goalkeeper, and I notice he does it quite often where instead of opening up his body for the finesse shot, he rather goes for that cross goal finish with the finisher, which is rather weird, but I'm not complaining. This goal shouldn't have gone in either, but yet again no complaints, sits the defender down, and too much power in the shot for the goalkeeper to handle, and we are able to get a goal. This pass from Jota has to be inch perfect, and it is, and Son keeps it in, and I am going to drive to the byline here, and I'm going to see if Jota pulls back. He does pull back, and we are able to get that tap-in goal following that pass from Jota, an extended 1-2, which does eventually result in a goal.
Ronaldo, perfect tackle.
There you saw Ronaldo was unable to hold up the ball and keep possession, but Curtis Jones wins it back. Jota, lovely flick around the defender, and Jota has smashed it past the goalkeeper on that so-called weaker left foot, and that is actually a brilliant finish, and you'll see a similar one to that later in the review. This goal here is actually the second one from outside the box. Little drag back to create the angle, and finesses it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. That's a brilliant, brilliant finish. Guys, please don't expect Jota to be scoring absolute bangers from 50 yards out from his finesse shots. Number one, there's no finesse shot rate, although he does have 93 curve, and that's a lovely pass from Jota in the background, by the way. Although he does have 93 curve and 86 long shots, it's not great enough to score from, obviously so far out. But I am going to put an engine on him, because he was feeling a bit clunky at certain times in the game. So I'm not too sure why, because he does have good agility and good balance, but nevertheless, we are going to put an engine on him, and we're going to see if the Hawk does actually make a difference in terms of his excellent finishing ability, or if it's just the base card stats which are coming into play on this card. You will see here a good finish from Jota. When you expect him to score, just jockey, defender slides past him and is able to finesse it into the back of the net. Yet another brilliant finish from Jota. Here, he's able to hold the ball off, heads it accurately down to Jones. Jones gets it into Son, lovely ball into Jota. Fake shot, tried to cut inside, Tavernier covered it, went back onto the left foot and absolutely hammered it past Neuer into the back of the net. This goal is a perfect example of Jota's exceptional attacking positioning, his finishing and his shot power. He runs into the channel where the gap is, gets the ball, 2 touches to pass the defender, and finishes of the highest quality, just like this one, right into the top corner. And that in fact is actually, in my opinion, the best goal of the review. Gets it on the half volley and he just smashes it in. And it's an example of how you can just create a goal out of basically nothing. He's able to just get the ball in the box, press circle or B, whatever console you play on, and the ball is going into the back of the net. Hawk chemistry style, engine chemistry style, whatever you are using on the card. This is in fact a goal from Jota. It was a bit of a heavy touch, but he is able to get it back, and he gets it into Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets it back into Jota. One touch, and he's able to open up his body and finesse it into the near post, because he did move his keeper at the last second, or his keeper did make a slight movement, as you will see here before I skipped it. This is yet another goal from Jota. Great aggression, great strength, just able to win it back, holds off the defender, and he smashes it into the top corner yet again. Great display of the aggression and the shot power and the volleying actually in that one clip. As you'll see here, he gets the ball into Son. It is the last clip of this review, and Son is able to get Jota yet another assist, which, bear in mind, is in Division 3 of Rivals. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of this review for Diogo Jota. As you will see, he's played 12 games, 18 goals and 4 assists, which is actually really good. It's actually a really good return, considering I played him in right mid for at least about 3 of those games where he did nothing. And in my opinion, best position to play this card is definitely striker. You can play him cam if you want to, but striker is where you're going to get full value for money out of this card, and it's really going to help score goals, because this man scores for fun, as you would have seen in the video. So just ranking his different stats out of 10. Pace, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. His acceleration is really good. He's able to quickly turn and run away from defenders. He does get caught in the long run, but you don't really notice this because he does have the strength to hold off the defender. But nevertheless, he does get caught. So I am going to give him, for pace, maybe a 9.3, 9.2 or so out of 10. His shooting, guys, that 89 shooting is definitely a fraud stat. It's at least 95. His shooting is absolutely cracked in game. That 89 finishing really does not do him justice. It's like he's got 99 finishing. This man scores absolutely anything from anywhere and everywhere inside the box. Even just outside the box, he will score as well, as you would have seen throughout this review. So his shooting, I'm going to give him a 9.5 out of 10 because, well, he scores everything. His passing ability is decent enough that 88 short pass is visible. He's able to make the good short passes, the good little clips into his players' feet and get the ball back from them. Long passing, I don't recommend any defense splitting long balls from defense with him, but he can make a long pass if you need him to, and he can definitely cross if needed. So his passing, I'm going to give him an 8.8 out of 10. His dribbling, guys, he did feel a bit clunky at times, but I feel as though that's more down to his body's type. He does feel a lot better with the engine chemistry style, so for that I definitely recommend you go with an engine chemistry style rather than a hawk, or you could use a hunter if you really want to. But for me, with so many defenders parking the bus, I feel as though it might be better to use an engine so that they can weave themselves between the tiny gaps left for them. So as far as defending goes, he's able to get back and win the ball, but don't expect him to make any goal-saving tackles or interceptions for you. So I am going to give him about a 6 out of 10 for defending, which is about accurate. His physical is absolutely cracked. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 because it's really hard to get this guy off the ball. With that good sprint speed, he's got good acceleration, he's got 95 aggression, so it's really difficult once you catch him to actually push him off the ball and take it back. So his physical is going to get a 9 out of 10. Should you do this card? Yes. Yes, you definitely should. It is a really good card, and I feel as though it can really help your team at striker. And that is it for the review. If you like this video, please smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until then guys, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.